starting recording. It's okay, so we are not frozen. Okay, great. Okay, so this is session 19. It's no 20. 20. Sorry, it's strategy Scrambler, and I'm Coach Stella Cavarkapa, and Hedy is my client. Hi, Hedy.
Hi, Stella.
Okay, so what is the problem, Hedy, that you would like to work on today?
I struggle with remembering things. So if I'm reading or studying or anything, I struggle to retain the information.
Okay. When, like, what would be specific? What? How is that problem for you now?
Well, particularly because I'm studying at the moment and there's loads of book reading to do. It doesn't matter how many times I read the book, I still don't remember the content, and it kind of puts me off starting the reading process, because unless it's practical and visual, it doesn't. I seem to struggle to retain it. I enjoy reading. I love the process, but at the end of it, I don't feel like I've got anything. So it feels pointless.
Okay.
And I don't want it to. I want to be able to retain. And for the purposes of this, there's so much to retain, because I don't want to be in a situation where I'm using it and I can't remember other things unless I just happen to study it the minute before I went into it.
Okay. Okay, I understand. So can you remember a specific time when you were reading something and later on you weren't able to recall the information back that you read?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You can remember a specific time. Okay. Okay. How did you know it was time to not recall the information that you read? What was the first thing that has happened? Is it like when you realize, oh, I don't remember much, or is it the case that you don't remember much, or you don't remember at all, or what is the case?
I couldn't answer a question. If you were to ask me something about it, I couldn't answer it. I might be able to remember who wrote it, and I might be able to remember the title of it. I could probably even recall a picture of it.
Okay.
I just struggle to remember the content.
Okay, so you right. Okay, to remember the content. Okay. Okay, so so how do you know, after you have read something, what is the first thing that happens so that you realize, oh, I know very little of the content? What is the first thing? Do you say something to yourself? Do you see a picture? Do you get the feeling? Do you what is the first thing?
I get a feeling of frustration because I can't apply it. So I've used up that amount of time, and time to me is really precious. I never have nothing to do. I'd love to be one of those people that says, "Oh, what's there to do? Nothing. I think I'll chill." I never have that time, so I find that time really precious. So it's frustrating that I can't get hold of the information when I want it.
Okay, right.
I have to go back to the book and look it up again. My books are all reference books because I don't recall them.
Okay, right. Okay, so you get the feeling of frustration. Is it in some specific part of your body?
As you've asked me that, I'd say here. It's like a tension here.
Okay, like a tinge.
Attention. Like tension.
Tension. Okay.
Yeah.
Tension in your chest here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In that would be like upper chest. So is it more
Yeah.
like it's kind of including throat area
It's
also?
feeling like it's closing off my throat, actually.
Yes.
It's feeling here.
Yes.
And like
Yes.
swallowing's hard. But I've never noticed that before. It's only as you've asked me, is there a feeling attached to it? And it feels like it's here and it's...
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So I don't know what that relates to.
Okay. Okay. So there is first feeling of frustration. Then the next thing you noticed is tension in your throat. Then would there be something
I'd
else?
almost say strangulation. I'd almost feel like I'm being strangled with it, with the feeling of frustration.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Of okay. Okay, so as you go back to that moment now, and you step into your body, see what you saw around you, hear the sounds you heard at the time, and feel the feelings of being right there, what comes next? So first there is feeling of frustration comes up. Then there is that strong tension in your throat.
Just a feeling of the pointlessness of reading, of taking the time to do it, away from something else that would have possibly been more productive. So it doesn't feel like a practical thing to do for me.
Okay.
It feels wasteful.
Okay, right. But this, okay, so you say it feels wasteful. What I'm curious about, this feeling wasteful, do you maybe make a picture about it? Do you see yourself? Do you maybe have a particular image attached to it? Or do you say something to yourself, or it is just a feeling?
I think it's just a feeling. I only started reading in my mid-30s. I never read a book all the time I was at school. I just couldn't see the point. They just seemed like a waste of time. So maybe it's a hangover from then, and maybe I've gone into reading through interest in the subject, but still with this feeling that they're a waste of time. Maybe I've just exported that feeling or brought it with me, and I need to change that position, maybe.
Okay, so feeling, okay.
Because when I was at school, it was quite important that you had to get your English exams.
Okay.
And there was English grammar and English, whatever the other thing was, the one where you had to read books. I can't remember what that was called now. And literature, English literature. And I wouldn't read a book. And it didn't matter. I only had like 8 for your O-level at the time. And I just wouldn't read. And in the end, to get me through my exams, the teacher found that they were showing the one particular book that might get me through my exam as a film at the cinema. And she paid for the whole class to go and watch this movie, just so that I had a chance of passing my exam. And I did. I got through my O-level on the basis of that. And that was visual stimulation. So the minute I'd seen it, it was fine. I just couldn't read it.
Okay, right. Okay.
Maybe this is a habit through the family, because my parents didn't read.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's now. I'm just curious. This feeling that it is a wasted time. Could you locate the if it is a feeling, where is it? Could you locate the feeling in your body?
No.
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 Okay. Okay. Are there any sounds attached to it? To that feeling?
No.
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 No. No idea. Okay. Um, okay. No sounds attached to it. Well, if you would describe that feeling internally, how would you describe it?
It feels more practical than that. It feels like I'm weighing up the time I have available and the things that need doing in that time,
Okay.
and that to use it for something I'm not going to remember is a really easy decision for me to say, right, I won't bother reading because I might as well go and do the garden because at least I'll have an outcome.
Okay. Okay.
Whereas if I read the book, yeah, I've read the book, but I don't know what the book told me. So it becomes a practical way up of that's what determines to me it's a waste of time. And as a child, I seem to remember that the not wanting to read meant it was actually more fun to be out scaling trees, playing football, going down the beach, doing anything other than reading a book.
Okay. Okay, I understand. Okay,
I don't feel like I'm being very helpful, but I can't find.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Anything else?
Okay, so we got the three steps in your strategy. You know that you haven't really. Basically, the first one is actually the moment that you notice that you're not happy with amount that you have learned is that if somebody's to ask you a question, you wouldn't be sure how to answer.
Or I'm called upon in an exam or a test or something to use something from that.
Okay, right. Okay. So there is Now, at that moment when you kind of notice that you cannot recall. Okay, so then I'm just curious. I think in that first instant when you recall, when you notice that you cannot recall, is there something there that you maybe have skipped? Because
just
first
frustration and feeling like, I'm going to have to read it again. I've got to go back. I'm going to have to do it again.
Okay. So the feeling of frustration is basically a trigger. Okay, that's what I would say. Okay, then the next thing is then you notice tension in throat and feeling that it is a wasted time. Okay. Okay, so what we will do now is that you will basically teach me your strategy, okay? And so you will teach me how I can do the same thing, okay? Because it's about forgetting, you know, and I haven't been so good at forgetting things at all. It has been actually very hard sometimes to forget things, even if I wanted to. I swear I couldn't do it. So it would be very very fun, and it will be very important to me actually to learn how to forget things. Okay, especially the ones that I read. Is that okay? Yeah.
I can
Okay.
try.
Okay. Yeah. You can try and give your best, can't you? Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
That's my time up. I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot about it. So I'm good at something, yeah? Okay.
just keep going.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so what I need to do first if I'm to have this problem, Hetty? What I need to do first?
Um, read a book.
Okay, read a book. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I can read the book, and then what is next?
Um, go into a test where you need the information and realise it's not there.
Okay, right. Okay, so I go to a test, I see the questions, and I'm basically blank. Yes? Oh, I'm frozen now. So, and I'm blank?
Yes, I just
Yes.
can't remember.
Okay. Um, okay, I'm blank. Like right now, I have no idea what to say, I swear.
Do we want to abandon this one? I think what we should
Okay.
do is do this as a test run.
Yeah.
I should go back to the angry one, which would probably be easier, because I just haven't got a clue. I mean, I think it is something to do with my childhood approach to reading. I think I've unraveled that myself here. It's what to do with it. I don't know quite what to do with it, but
it's okay. So basically, what I need to do is I need to I'm basically there and I'm remembering all the content I read. Yes, that's what I do.
No,
not
remembering anything.
Ah, right. I'm not remembering anything. Jesus, I'm not good at remembering. Okay, so okay. Well, if you would be there, okay. So you have read the book and you have come to the exam, and if you are to remember most of the content, if you could answer most of the questions, would it still work? No, it wouldn't. No. Okay.
No.
Okay. Right. Okay. So the next thing. So I basically come to the exam, and I feel sense of frustration because I can't because I'm remembering it all. Yeah. No. Sorry.
No.
Okay. It's because I remember some of it.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe some.
Okay. I know for sure I would be if I would be happy if I remember some of it. I don't know. Would you be happy?
Have I remembered some of it?
Yeah.
Happier than remembering none of it. Yes.
Okay. Would it still work? I mean, like, would I get this intense sense of pressure here and like somebody's trying to strangle me? I wouldn't I? No. Okay. Okay, that's great. Okay, so what I like when I'm sitting there and looking at the questions, and I'm realizing I know I'm brilliant. I know how to answer all of those. What is the feeling that I'm supposed to get is the feeling of enthusiasm and joy. Is that right? No. Okay. Just try and do it yourself. Okay. So you're sitting there at the exam. You have been preparing really well for it, and you are basically so confident. There is that feeling of enthusiasm and seeing yourself. That feeling of actually, wow, having done well. How does that feels?
It would feel good.
It would be good. Okay.
It's just that you wouldn't be learning this particular thing.
Okay. Okay. Would it still work? No. Would it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So it would. All right. It wouldn't work. Okay. Okay. Well, don't do that then. Okay. Okay. You won't. You won't. Don't do that then. Okay. Don't do that the next time, okay? That's when you are, you know, don't be enthusiastic and confident, you know. Um, okay. Okay. So I basically go to the test. I read the book. I go to the test. I feel enthusiastic, and I feel that I have done really well. And then the next thing, what is the next thing that has to happen?
You have to feel frustrated.
I have to feel frustrated. Okay.
Frustrated, yes.
Why?
Because you can't remember anything.
Okay. I need to feel frustrated because I don't feel anything. Okay. Right. And like, what's the reason why? Okay. So right. So I kind of feel I have wasted my time.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Oh Jesus. And I thought, you know, I go to the test. I basically have been. I felt I have done really well. I have really expressed myself the way I felt was the way I learned. And then I mean the next thing I felt you know, I felt really good about myself. Um, can you do that? Can you feel good about yourself, that you have done something good enough? Just try it on, okay? Okay. Okay. Did you try it? Did you try that feeling on?
Yeah.
Yeah. How does it feel that you have done something good enough?
Yeah, it feels good.
It feels good. Okay. Okay. Great. Would it still work?
No.
No, it wouldn't.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm just wondering, are there ever times that you forget? You know, to do that problem? Are there ever times?
Possibly.
Okay. Right. Possibly. Can you recall any times that you have read something, but you actually were able to recall the information afterwards? Okay, remember that time.
Mm. I'm not convinced. I think it's more videos that I remember than books.
Okay. Okay, that's fair enough. But you said like there has been that experience that you read and that you remembered something. Maybe.
Maybe, but I can't recall an
Okay, here, right now. Okay. I get it. Okay, I get it. But one thing is for sure, you're not that good at making this problem as you thought.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's
Maybe.
okay. Um. Okay. So I'm basically doing 3 steps. Yes. Okay. So just watch me. So just watch me now. So you make sure that I really know how to do this, because it's very important, you know, sometimes to maybe when I want to frustrate my teacher to pretend that I don't know anything. uh, okay, so the first thing I do, I read the book. I have a great fun while reading it. You know, I really have a great fun while reading it. I can actually, you know, feel soaking in all the information. Then I come to the test. Yes. and I have a feeling of being confident, and I have a feeling, oh, I'm really going to do well at it. Yes? Okay, and the next step, the final step, is that when all is done and dusted, I have a feeling I will really use my time well because I have learned so much. Is that right?
No.
No. No! What do you mean no? Okay, try it on. Okay? Try it on and we will see. Okay, so there you are, reading the book, having greatest time of your life. It's like great adventure, you know. It's like all these letters jumping in front of you, like little monkeys on the trees. And so it's a great fun reading, yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay, and then after having really great time, you come to the exam, and you're really excited because you know you're going to do well. Yeah, you're confident that you are good enough. And the next thing, okay, so are you in the movie? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And then the next thing that happens is when everything is done and dusted, you have this feeling that you have done your exam great, and you have like the time that you have put in really has paid off. Okay. How does that? Is that how this would work? Could this work? How do you?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't? What do you mean? What do you mean you don't know?
You can have your version.
I can have
You do
your version.
I'll
Okay.
try and repeat it.
Okay. I can have my version. You can have my version too. No? Yes?
Can try.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
You can do, yes?
I can try.
Okay. 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 I can definitely hear you're convinced you can do, yes? Yeah?
Maybe.
Um,
I'll let you know.
okay. Okay, so what happens the next time for you when you read the book and you need to recall the content? What would happen the next time?
I'm going to read it and see little monkeys jumping off the page at me.
Okay. Okay, so that will make it more
And
fun,
I'm going
yeah?
to get them to help me remember it all.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. So it was a terrible problem, wasn't it?
Yes,
Not
it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. This is why you have made the change now. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Do you like?
Yes.
Do you like the way you feel having made it change now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. That's cool. Okay, so hip hip hooray for little monkeys. Yes. Woo.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome.